Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are going to see the last topic of chapter number 2. It's conditions of equilibrium. Topic number 2.11. So there are two conditions of equilibrium that must be satisfied for a body to be in complete equilibrium. If any of the condition is not satisfied, the body will not be in complete equilibrium. If only the first condition is satisfied, the body is said to be in translational equilibrium. But for a complete equilibrium, body must satisfy both the conditions. Let's see what the first condition is. First condition is that vector sum of all the forces acting on a body is equal to 0. It means that there is no net force acting on the body. Sum of all the forces acting upon the body must be equal to 0. There may be the forces acting upon the body, but the net effect of forces will be equal to 0. In case of coplanar forces, coplanar forces are those forces which lie in the same plane, which share the same plane. In that case, body forces are acting on the body, but the body is still in equilibrium because when two forces acting upon the body in opposite directions with equal magnitude, they will cancel out the effect of each other, and we can resolve the forces into their components as x component and y components. All the components, that is x component and y component, and in case of 3 dimensions z component, all the components of forces must be equal to 0. If sigma f is equal to 0, then sigma fx and sigma fy, that is x and y component of forces, will be 0 for a body to be in complete equilibrium. For example, you can see there is a mass lying on a certain surface, and there is downward force, that is weight, which is equal to mg, and upward force is the normal force or reaction force. Both the forces are balancing each other. Net force is 0, and this block having mass m is in equilibrium. First condition of equilibrium is satisfied here because there is no net force acting upon the body. And in this example, you can see that the weight of the man is acting upon the surface in downward direction, and in upward direction there is a normal force, a reaction force by the earth at the surface. So both the normal force, a reaction force, and weight are balancing each other. Net force is 0, and the man is stationary, the person is stationary, that is, he is not moving, he is stationary, and net force upon the person is 0. So in this case, the person standing on the surface of earth satisfies the first condition of equilibrium because the normal force and the weight in downward direction and in normal force in upward direction both are balancing each other, and their net effect is 0. These two are the example of first condition of equilibrium. Now let's see what is the second condition. For a body to be in complete equilibrium, both the conditions must be satisfied. First condition is about the translational motion. There is no translational motion of a body. But in second condition, we discuss rotation. If there is no rotation, that is, if sum of all the torques acting upon the body must be is 0, then the body is said to be in rotational equilibrium. And the second condition of equilibrium is satisfied. You know, in some cases, the body may satisfy first condition of equilibrium, but it may rotate in anti-clockwise direction. Like in this case, you can see that F1 is acting in downward direction and F2 is acting in upward direction, and this object will rotate about the pivot, that is O. So it may satisfy the first condition of equilibrium because two forces F1 and F2 will cancel the effect of each other. Net force will be 0. But here net torque is not 0 because the line of action of forces F1 and F2 is different. So when two forces acting upon the body in opposite direction with different line of action of force, torque is produced in the body. So in that case, first condition is satisfied because there is no net force acting upon the body, but there is net torque acting upon the body, and with that torque, this object will rotate about the pivot at the origin O. So in this case, second condition of equilibrium is not satisfied and the body is not in complete equilibrium. So second condition, according to the second condition, for a body to be in complete equilibrium along with the first condition, second condition must be satisfied. That is, sum of all the torques acting upon the body must be equal to 0. That is, sigma tau is equal to 0. It means that clockwise moments or torques must be equal to anti-clockwise moments or torques. So if clockwise torque and anti-clockwise torque both are equal, then in that case the net torque will be equal to 0 because the clockwise and anti-clockwise torques will cancel the effect of each other and net torque will be equal to 0. For a body to be in complete equilibrium, both the conditions must be satisfied. That is, sigma f is equal to 0 and both the components sigma fx and sigma fy equal to 0. And the second condition, sigma tau is equal to 0 and sigma tau clockwise must be equal to sigma tau anti-clockwise. So when clockwise and anti-clockwise torques will be equal, their net effect will be 0. This is the example of second condition of equilibrium. You can see that here the weight is in downward direction and also the weight is in downward direction in case of M1. So here the net torque is equal to 0. There will be no rotation when M1 and M2 will be equal, and in both the when they will balance each other, there will be no net torque acting upon the body, and this case both the first and second condition of equilibrium will be satisfied because there is no rotation and there is no linear motion. Because the first condition is associated with the linear motion of a body, it means that for a body to satisfy the first condition of equilibrium, there must be no linear acceleration. That is, linear acceleration must be equal to 0. Then the body will be in translational equilibrium. And if the angular acceleration is 0, the body will be in rotational equilibrium. And for a body to be in complete equilibrium, both the conditions must be satisfied. Here is the second example of second condition of equilibrium. You can see there are two stones on both the sides, they are balancing each other and there is no net torque. In this case, sigma tau is equal to 0 because the clockwise and anti-clockwise torques are equal and in opposite directions, so net torque will be equal to 0. So this is the system satisfying both the conditions because they are stationary, satisfying the first condition of equilibrium and there is no net torque acting upon them, so they are in complete equilibrium. If you guys have any question, you can ask me. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.